What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you the new and improved TKO Gang Sheet Builder. If you're not familiar with Photoshop, Illustrator, Canva, CorelDRAW, right? If you're newer to the industry, this is a software that's really going to help you in placing your orders for direct-to-film. Okay, and if you're new to the website, you can always this is the main page here. You can always go back to the main page by clicking this TKO banner right there, or the TKO icon, and you'll find the Gang Sheet Builder two ways. The first way and the easiest way is going to be right here. So not this first banner, but the second one right here in the middle. And you can pretty much click anywhere here and it will take you straight to the Gang Sheet Builder. All right, so let's start by selecting a sheet size. The smaller the size, the smaller the order, of course. So if you've got a real big order, you'll probably be choosing a larger sheet here. For the sake of the tutorial, we'll start with a 22 by 24. I'm gonna click on that and then click Build Your Own Gang Sheet. All right, this is gonna be a new gang sheet, so we're gonna click New Gang Sheet. All right, let's start with the fact that we could make this a little bit further away if it's too close, or if you want a little close up, you can do that also. Okay, so I like it like this. All right, first things first, we're gonna go ahead and upload the images that you need printed as a transfer. All right, I like to start with this example right here because it has a background that needs to be removed. For a lot of you, you're gonna be submitting designs that have a background, and so this actually has a feature to remove the background. So once you've clicked on it, you're gonna hit Remove Background. Okay. This looks like a little bit of a choppy image. You can tell right here, the lines are a little zigzag. Okay. So we'll see how the background removal does. It actually didn't do that bad of a job. But again, it would have been a lot more clean if the edges were good and this was a high resolution image. Which brings me to my next point, that when you're submitting designs to the Gang Sheet Builder, best thing for you to do is to submit a PNG or a PDF, anything that's high resolution or at least 300 dpi, so that you're not getting some sort of quality issue like this. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and apply these changes. All right, here is the file that we've now downloaded to the Gang Sheet Builder. Gonna go ahead and click that. Right here it is, real nice and small. Okay, you can make it bigger by dragging it, or right here you can go ahead and change it this way by typing it in. This is the width, so I made it 10 inches just by typing it, and to me that's just an easier way to do it. But if you want to drag it, it's up to you. Now we can either add more of these files, or if you want to duplicate what we just did, you're gonna hit duplicate, and it's gonna fill that sheet up. All right, you want to fill it up because you're getting you want to get the best bang for your buck, right? You're paying for the sheet size, so squeeze in as much as you can, right? I'm gonna go ahead and delete these now. Let's go with another example. So this one actually does not have a background. All right. One thing I do want to show you. Notice how both of the lines here are green. However, this one, because it's low resolution, the bigger I make it, you'll notice that the color changes. All right. Now that's because the resolution is very low on this file, as mentioned before. So when the outline is green, that's because it is an optimal resolution file. The bigger you make it, you'll notice that the quality of the file drops. So you go from green, optimal resolution, to yellow, which is good, red is bad, black is terrible resolution. So if we print it like this, chances are you're going to get a transfer that is not very high in quality. Okay, you're going to get stair-stepped, pixelated, not very crisp lines, and so that's just not good. So we can fix that, but that's a topic for another time. All right, and you can pay for those art services. So let's go ahead and delete that. This is a much better file. You'll notice that even though we've made it nice and big, that the outline is still green. Okay. Let's make this 10 inches. Okay. Now I can go ahead and I can fill up the sheet that way. Right. Real cool. Now I can't really see these white letters. All right. So what I want to do, because I don't know what's getting printed here right now. It's a little hard to see with this this background, this checkered background. So what I want to do, if I want to see what's being printed, is I can go to settings, okay? And where it says visual aid, I can change that. I can keep it like this, or I can change it to, let's say, a black color background, right? This is what's getting printed, right? But maybe let's change to gray. All right, that looks really good. And now we can easily view what is getting printed and what is going to be the color of the shirt. All right, so it's just a really cool feature that you have there before you submit your order. So let's unzoom and rezoom. All right, so we're going to go delete this, delete that. Let's go with another file. Let's go with this file. Okay, another cool feature about this gang sheet builder. Notice how this came with a phone number. So if you're not super savvy with designing, that's fine. We have some features here for you where you can actually add your own phone number. All right. The way you do that is first you want to click the design. You can go ahead and click this little jersey right here, right? If you want to add names or add numbers, this is where you would do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and click. And let's go ahead and add a phone number to that. 954-746 kids. I want it to be white. And let's change the font to something like this. All right, you're gonna hit that confirm button to add it. Boom, there it is. Now, ideally, I'd want to make this a little smaller. Okay. Yeah, I did notice that the background changes. We can change that. We can put it back. But if we want to go ahead and just kind of duplicate this, we could absolutely do that. Okay. Not enough space to fill the current room. Okay, so let's just exit this. And I guess we got to do it manually, right? So be smart, right? Do your best to fit the designs. Okay. If you notice that there's some space left over here, try to put some stuff in there, get the best bang for your buck, like I said. All right. But this is basically how you kind of navigate your way through the gang sheet builder. A lot of cool features about this. Now, the last thing you want to do once you've created your gang sheet is you want to hit Save Design. Okay, that's this button right here. Notice how there's no overlapping images, no low resolution images, and nothing overlapping the artboard. All right. If that's the case, you can go ahead and go to the next step. But let's see what it looks like when you're having some sort of issue like that. So we'll tell you when you save design that something's wrong. So obviously here there's an overlapping issue. You might want to fix that before you proceed. Right, now we're good. So let's go ahead, save design. Next step. What's going to happen here is it's going to now upload the file to the start order page. All right. Direct to film, 22 by 24. And all there's left to do is reference a title for it if you want to do like a reorder. Maybe add a comment. And then just choose the quantity of sheets that you need right here. and then you add to cart. And then you can continue shopping or check out. And that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Thank you for staying for the tutorial. If you have any questions, you could always get some technical help with us at either emailing info@tkosales.com or reaching us through phone at 888-286-4121. Thanks, and we hope to see you here soon. Bye-bye.
We've got your back.